If you're evaluating RFP softwares right now, you've probably looked at the usual names: Loopio, Responsive, maybe some of the newer AI tools. And if you're confused about which one is actually worth switching to, that is exactly what this video is about. We went through the verified user reviews, product documentations, and actual feedbacks from teams actively replacing legacy tools. And what we found is that the most comparison guides out there are either outdated or just listing features without telling you what they actually matter and mean. So let's fix that today. I'm Sukriti, and on this channel, we break down everything you need to know about winning more RFPs, from software comparisons to response strategy to what enterprise teams are actually doing differently in 2026. Today, we're going deep on the tools, 8 of them side by side, and we're going to help you figure out which one fits your team. Before you look at any tool, you need to answer one question: what actually needs to change for your team? Most buyers jump straight into feature comparisons, but the better starting point is impact. Are you trying to get responses out faster? That's a speed problem. Are you trying to win more better deals with better quality answers? That's an ROI problem. Or are you trying to do the same volume with fewer people? That's a headcount problem. Each one of those points point you toward a different kind of tool. Here's the honest map. If your real problem is keeping your knowledge current and your content clean, you're probably looking at Loopio or Responsive. But if you want AI agents that'll do the actual drafting for you, pulling from your live company docs, not a Q&A bank you have to babysit, that's where Inventive AI, Hey Iris, OneUp, and other AI native players come in. Know which problem you have before you book a single demo. By 2026, this market has split into two very different types of tools, and the gap between them is getting wider every quarter. On one side, you have the legacy platforms, Loopio, Responsive, Quividin. They were built over a decade ago as workflow and organization tools. AI was added later, on top of architecture that was never designed for it. They work and they have large install bases, but the AI feels bolted on because it literally is. On the other side, you have AI native platforms built from day one around autonomous agents, not around a knowledge bank you have to manually keep updated. They read from your live sources, SharePoint, Confluence, Notion. They flag outdated or conflicting content automatically. And the leading ones have been in market for 3+ years now with real enterprise customers. The too new to trust argument just doesn't hold up anymore. Here's something that comes up a lot in evaluations. Someone pulls up a feature checklist, finds one small thing that an AI native tool doesn't do yet, and decides it must be left behind. That logic breaks down completely when you look at how fast AI is actually moving. New models are shipping roughly every 3 months. Output quality keeps on improving on top of that. A feature that seems missing today might be completely irrelevant in 6 months because that whole workflow belongs to is being replaced by different agents anyways. The direction every serious AI native RFP platform is moving towards is fully autonomous agents, with a human kept in the loop for review and approval, of course, but no manual drafting anymore. At Inventive AI, we expect to be substantially further along this path within the next 6 to 7 months. 2 agents running in parallel, one managing your knowledge automatically, one handling how responses look end to end. So when you're evaluating tools, don't just ask what's missing today. Ask how fast the platform is moving and whether its architecture can actually get there. Let me quickly clear up 3 things that get repeated a lot in this space. AI native tools are too new to trust with enterprise RFPs. Not true. This leading AI platform has been in the category for 3+ years with enterprise logos and Gartner Peer Insight reviews to back it up. New stopped being accurate a while ago. A bigger answer bank always means a better response. Also not true. A large static bank still needs someone to keep it updated constantly. AI native platforms that read live sources skip that entire step. They're not just organizing the same problem better, they're also removing it altogether. AI in RFP tools is mostly hype. McKinsey's research on generative AI in knowledge work shows AI-assisted drafting cuts first draft time dramatically and accuracy keeps improving with every model release. That curve is exactly what AI-native RFP platforms are riding on right now. Let's look at how these tools actually stack up on things that matter. Architecture first. Loopio and Responsive both have AI layered onto an existing system. Inventive AI was built AI-native from day one. Agents, not layers. Knowledge sources. Loopio and Responsive AI pull from a static content bank. Inventive AI connects live to SharePoint, Google Drive, Confluence, and Notion. So when something changes in your source docs, the responses update automatically. Content governance. Manual review and manual updates for both legacy tools. Inventive AI flags conflicting or outdated content on its own. No one has to audit it. And on results, Inventive AI users consistently describe editing responses rather than rewriting them from scratch, saving around 90% of their time. That's the quality signal that actually matters. Once you've decided AI native is the right direction, you still have to choose. And these tools are not all the same. Auto RFP gets drafts out fast, but the interface is rough. Some Reddit users have called it a white-coded product, which gives you a sense of what the polish is. 1UP. Good for smaller teams that just want quick first drafts. Broader focus beyond RFPs though, so less depth on the RFP's specific date. Tribble. AI native but built for general GTM tools rather than specifically for RFPs. Neo platform, still scaling integrations. SteerLab. Built specifically for fast RFP response, drafting, growing quickly. Smaller install base and fewer integrations live today compared to most established players. And then there's Inventive AI. Strongest in the UI category, automatic conflict detection, knowledge that updates itself from your existing sources without any manual upkeep, and response quality that users describe as edit rather than rewrite. Built for teams that are done managing the tool and want the tool to manage itself. Here's what we want to leave with you. The old RFP workflow was manual at every step. Manual drafting, manual knowledge updates, manual governance. AI doesn't just make that faster. The right version of it replaces the bottleneck entirely. The best RFP platform will be the one where responses are already live, accurate, and ready before you even ask the question. If AI needs input, it reaches out to the right person on its own. You review and submit. That's it. That's not a feature updates. That's a fundamentally different way of working. And teams won't need to manually manage their content at all within the next 6 months. Write once and the system keeps it current for every response after that without ever training on your data. If you want to see how this actually works in practice, there's a link in the description box to book a demo. And if this video helped you think through your evaluation, subscribe. We put out new content on RFP strategy and software every week. See you in the next one.